We are near the end of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey life cycle with still a few months ahead of us, but also a ton of unsolved mysteries. Interesting things that happened or actually did not happen while they were kind of teased. So in this video I want to discuss some of these interesting things and also add some info that I got from Bruno, the live content director, on these topics. So let's get into it. Would of course be awesome if you could leave a like on the video as it shows your support, and let's go. Quick reminder to totally go and participate in my giveaway for the Icarus spec from Odyssey. Like, we don't know what it looks like, we only have the text here from the monthly blog post of August. We know it contains a gear set, a mount and a bow, and that it's coming out on August 27th. But it will likely be an awesome pack. Some people are speculating that the mount might be a griffin. That would be awesome. So yeah, to participate, just follow the link in the pinned comment for a chance to win. You have to be a subscriber before you enter the giveaway, and if you then win, I will reach out with an email with a code so you can get this pack for in your game. Let's start with one of the things that leaked pretty soon after Odyssey came out, the hard mode Mythical Creatures. This loading screen showed up in many people's game after the first post-launch Mythical Creatures therapist was added to Odyssey, talking about a hard mode version of each Mythical Creature that would then give us the Abomination set and also Orichalcum. I told you many times before that this was something that Ubisoft was toying around with. They tried it, but ran into problems they never expected. So it's sadly not something we should expect, but the Abomination set was already found in the files though on the PC. Here you see the belt of Abomination with the 15% damage per enemy engaged up to 75% a set bonus, and that one sounds familiar, right? Well, yes, that's because the perk actually made it into the game, as you likely already know. We now find it namely on the Cursed Spear of Achilles that we can get in the second episode of the Atlantis DLC. So using this spear will give you more damage the more enemies are attacking you. So it went from a set bonus to a weapon perk. Pretty interesting. Also, cool side note is that it was already a mastery level well before this spear was released into the game. So then we already saw, hey, the mastery levels are normally based on perks that you can actually find on the gear. So that it's already a mastery level must mean that we will see this perk in some way. So it turns out that while it was first planned on the Abomination set, we now find it on the Cursed Spear of Achilles. But it gets even more interesting because Mike2K reached out to me on Twitter at JorRaptor with a very interesting theory, saying that the Fallen set that was also added with this second episode was originally the Abomination set. And if you look close enough at this armor, then you very well see the Mythical Creature influences. First up, of course, the Minotaur style helmet with the huge horns. We got the snakes from Medusa on the arms of the set, with the head of the snake sticking out over your hand. And then the waist has the similar style of necklace from Argas and actually an eye in the middle of the belt. And if we go back to the description of the belt of Abomination, it says, "May this belt keep as tight as a Cyclops grip on an intruder's neck." I mean, it all falls in line so perfectly. So I asked Bruno if this was indeed true, if the Fallen set was originally the Abomination set. But he would not say, implying also that this was not the case. I was pretty surprised by this answer, and I think it makes sense that you want to find a new purpose for an awesome looking armor set that you already made if the original idea, the hard mode Mythical Creatures, are indeed not coming to the game. But again, Bruno would not say if this was indeed linked. He only confirmed that the Abomination set as first intended is not coming to the game anymore. But I think there's more to it and that he just did not want to say it. Still strange that we do see the live event sites in the game at the locations from the Mythical Creatures that we can still fast travel to. Like, this is what they are called in the Legend of the Map, live event sites. But yeah, seems like they will serve no purpose anymore, sadly. Another interesting mystery was regarding the hero sword that Ubisoft used during the first E3 gameplay demo in a lot of promotional material, and they even paid a YouTube channel to forge this snake opus weapon in real life. While it was not in the game for a very long time, and Bruno now gave an insight into how this happened, saying that they removed it from the game but that the marketing team already like ran with it and used it for all their promotion. Like, they went crazy with this sword, we saw it everywhere. So a few months after the launch of Odyssey, when we found every weapon, all the secrets in the game, everyone was wondering where the heck that sword was that they promoted so much. And then we started talking about it. Like, I highlighted this interesting story about the sword in a video, and then it kind of went on, and Ubisoft started to take notice as well. And then they decided to bring the weapon back into the game with the upcoming Lost Tales of Greece mission, a friend worth dying for. But yeah, if you played that mission, then you know that it felt very strange to get the weapon, right? This mission namely has a secret ending. I think it's still one of the coolest things they've done in a quest in Odyssey. So when the quest is over, you think, oh, you're done. But if you then destroy the farm, you trigger a new quest. And after this mission, you would get the hero sword. It was really strange because you were destroying someone's property and then you got the hero's sword. Well, it turns out that the weapon, when actually put into the game, was misplaced. It was supposed to be a reward after the mission, not after the secret ending. And with update 1.30 we saw a fix for this. So if you haven't played the A Friend Worth Dying for Lost Tales of Greece mission yet, then you will get the sword now before you have to blow up the whole farm. I still find it funny that the description of the sword is every good Odyssey begins with a hero and a sword, while we got the sword half a year after the release of Odyssey. Another piece of equipment that was shown in a trailer but that did not make it into the game was the Spartan War Hero set with a cape we saw at the end of the E3 2018 trailer. Something we also, again, don't have in the game. And Bruno noted that this was cut from the game, while the marketing team already implanted it in the trailer. Bruno also said, and this is a very good point, that they did not use it again after that E3 trailer. So when they decided to cut it, they did not show it again to make everyone hyped for this armor set. We only saw it on that huge statue though after the trailer, but that was again likely in the making long before they decided to cut this armor altogether. But yeah, again, not something we should expect anymore in the game. We should also not expect the Unbroken Spear of Leonidas in the visual customization window. You can now have it appear in your game by using the Ares Madness skill from the first episode of the Atlantis DLC and then going through certain loading screens. Like if you use it at the end of a story creator mode quest, then you appear in the world with this very awesome looking Spear of Leonidas. But also if you use the realm portals from the Atlantis DLC while the Ares Madness skill is active, then you will have this Unbroken Spear of Leonidas in your hand when you are in Atlantis, for example. I asked Bruno if, again, we could see this spear in the visual customization window because it looks pretty awesome, but he said that that wasn't something we should expect. So just a funny glitch for now. That is actually still in the game, while we did see a few updates. So maybe they will never remove it, or otherwise it's still in the game for the time being. So totally go rock this spear if you haven't already. The moment you switch to another weapon though, it will disappear. So you gotta be careful with that. The sun head was of course another big mystery. We actually solved that one in a previous video. Overall, kind of a similar story where Ubisoft was not aware that this would be an item that everyone wanted, but when they saw it, they decided to put it in the game and even give it its own perk. Funny how things like this mostly start by us discussing it and then Ubisoft taking notice. I will leave a full link to that Sunhead video, including what it actually does, at the end of this video. But first I want to visit Sargon to open some gifts and try to get all the final items from the Helix store before the end of the life cycle. Don't forget to subscribe for everything Odyssey if you haven't already, like the video to support the channel, and now let's get to Sargon. Yes, here I am, Sargon, in the Abomination Fallen set. Yeah, you ready to open some gifts? Because I am. Let's go. Okay, Brawler helmet. Let's do another one. By the way, the Orichalcum seems glitched because I'm opening gifts, but it is not going down. Some people even in my in the comments I saw said that I have some sort of privilege from Ubisoft. Now the number is normal. That it doesn't go down because I am privileged. Conspiracy theories like that I don't know what to think of it, but yeah, it's out there. Just want to say that the game is just a little bit slow, and sometimes it does not appear. So no, I don't have a special account or anything. Again, I saw people talk about it and I wanted to address it because sometimes people make up crazy shit. Either way, check out that video on the sun hat and what it does and kind of the story of that item. You can watch that video by clicking on the screen. Subscribe if you haven't already. A like on the video would be super appreciated. And keep it locked for an awesome video on a leak regarding the new Assassin's Creed and kind of the recent rumors. Gonna be an interesting one. For now though, I will speak to you next time and goodbye.